IFMAR.com, not here, because everyone likes a pit walk and there's no breaks in the day. So we're going to have to do them now. Right, okay, so do we just press play or something? What happens? Let's give you a chance to say thank you to Team Associated. Thank you to AMA and Hobbies. Thanks to Concept. Thank you to Tony Sport. And thanks to our new sponsor, Diff Check. Let's go and press play. So it's time for a World Championship pit walk. Yes. There's still work going. We've just literally had the end of the first round. So let's have a quick word with a man who has picked up. Put your bag down. This is a bit of information. This is where all the bits are stored, transmitters and stuff. I'll get in the way of people. But Bruno Coelho, congratulations. You've TQ'd the first round. How's it going? Because I think everyone thought, as next way, that you'd be miles ahead. As it is, you've done it by about 0.5 of a second.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. Actually, I was expecting that Ty was a little bit more close to me, but I think he did some small mistake, and then he was just like saving the points, That is more important than really coming back to the first place. I was super nervous in the beginning, but then I saw the gap and I saw that it was Tessmann behind me, and he was the second guy. So I was like controlling a little bit, but in the end I see that I'm super close to Spencer. So I did first, but still I was like only 4/10 in the front. So yeah, we need to improve for sure the car now for the next round, and we'll keep working.
And how is the track evolving? It looked a little bit quicker today.
Yeah, it's a little bit quicker, but there is some spots with some holes that is really hard. You need to pay attention on that. If you touch the hole, your car just spun out. Happened like for 3 or 4 guys in the round before. So you need to be careful. For sure, the track is faster now. We want to go fast, but two drive is very difficult. Some points just lose the rear and you don't know why. So yeah, just keep on the wheels and try to finish the round without any mistake.
Thank you, Bruno. Very good. We spin right round. We'll have a quick word with Mr. Martin.
Oh, okay.
I see that. Lee, good result.
I don't know. Where was it? I don't know where it was in the round. I'm not really.
About 8th.
Yeah, a few of the guys in the heat before were pretty fast. I had one off-track excursion there, and then first runs for me are always a bit sketchy. Like I'm always a little bit nervous. I don't know why. Just am. So wasn't completely in control of my rear end. It was a bit slidey here.
You never want to be not controlling your rear end, do you?
Yeah, that's a trip to India or something like that. But no, pretty solid. I'd like to do it a little faster, but not bad.
I mean, how is the track? I mean, you did the warm-up, didn't you? I mean, is it different from the warm-up? Everyone says it's the same, but they've obviously run this sort of resin on the jumps and everything else. Is it a different feel?
It's definitely a different feel. With the warm-up, we felt like we had way less grip. Whether that's because our car wasn't right, whether that's because the track's changed a little bit, I don't know. Obviously, X-Ray are still fast, but they've been probably driving on it since the warm-up. So, but yeah, I mean, the layout's different, but the jumps are the same. I don't know how much you can take from that because you're hitting them at different angles. Maybe a few of them, like the quad and stuff we've done before, but it definitely feels a little different to drive. It's better now, I think.
Brilliant. Thank you. Right, so we meander down this way. We'll see if we can find anybody else. What's basically happening, we're now in the gap between the 2 rounds. This is a good chance to kind of talk to people. But a lot of people have run away. So if you go, this is the fabulous circuit, all the stuff here. But then you have to walk because we're in a separate area. We're divorced from the whole of the actual hoodie environment. You can go past the results section here. Let's have a quick word with Ryan Maifield, your reigning world champion.
Yep.
Ryan, reigning world champion, but unfortunately not the greatest first run.
Yeah, actually, I'll take it. That had a lot of promise. We made some changes to the car right after that practice, and it was a lot different how you drove it through the corner. But at the end, after looking at my lap times, it was after I had 2 crashes, 2 38-second laps, which was really bad. On this track, to come back and get an 11 off that, I'll take it, But I think we made promise. The last 6 laps of my run were identical to what Bruno did in his last 6. So. That's like my 6th run on the track ever. So we're definitely getting there. We're working well as a team. The car's working really good, and we're just kind of still looking for a little bit of speed here and there. And maybe I found it that time. So we'll see.
Is the track staying quite stable, and you're having to move your setup around, or are you chasing the track as well?
No, the track's staying pretty similar. I think in that first run in the morning, it's a little bit different, but. I don't really know because, yesterday it was my first run ever, and every run my car was different, so I don't know what the hell the track was doing. And then today the track felt different, you know what I mean, for the first time because it's my 2nd day ever on it. So, like I said, we're working really well. We didn't know what we were going to have here as far as pace, and we've shown really good pace. Me and Cavalieri and Lee all crashed for Yokomo that time. Still got decent results. Suzuki, whatever, my teammate Segura, he got top 5. So there's some pace there. And we'll go back, download, and see what we can find out.
Great stuff. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Maifield, your reigning world champion, and working his way through the marvelous. Out the door from the arena, and look, that's the outdoor track, which you've obviously would have seen on RC Racing TV back in June for the 10th, and then they go through there. That's the 112th track, which you've seen on RC Racing TV in March. Not that we've been here a lot, but here's a chance to gather a quick comment from Ryan Cavalieri. Ryan, how was your run?
It was good, besides one mistake I had, so can't afford that.
I mean, it's interesting. Well, I think I'm kind of more used to seeing a lot more kind of mistakes and problems with the two-wheel drive cars. Is it everyone driving within themselves, or is it actually an easy track to drive?
I wouldn't say it's like the easiest track, but the grip level is making it a little more challenging. I mean, some of the sections have a little bit of like some holes that are kind of getting a little bigger. So, you know, if you're not getting your car stuck in those, then you're fine. But, I mean, it's just a little challenging to kind of stay, in the groove, stay on the right line. That's basically what we're, trying to get.
Great stuff. Let you go to back in there and do a bit of marshalling. Now you can go. Is this lovely? Look, even the grass is greener. Look at that. So we're now walking past this area. This area is normally filled with beer drinking people, but in fairness, it's not even. Oh, yes, it's past midday, so possibly they could start drinking beer quite soon in the Monster Energy tent. Hello to Mick. Hello, Mick. Mick Cragg. And we're going to come back inside again. So it's light, dark, and the camera's going to go, what the hell's going on? And we now move back into the great area that is the Hoodie Arena internal bits. And let's have a quick look and a quick word with Spencer. Mr. Rivkin, well, you pulled it out. You represented for Heat 12 there by getting second overall.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The whole team has been working together to get some speed out of the car and getting more used to driving the car. And honestly, like the last 3 runs have been the same setup I've been running for the last 3 runs. So I've just been getting used to the setup and just driving accordingly, and that's been the biggest difference. I haven't really, I started going off a different direction in practice and early seating, and it was just a complete wrong direction. And now I'm just stuck with what I have and live and die with my car and just race it out.
So you're now just going to stay where it is and just hope to get clear runs?
Yeah, I mean, I had a question with my teammates. I was like, what do you do to get the 35-second lap times? Is it setup or is it driving? And it was clearly just driving accordingly to what the track's giving you. And, there's no special setup out there. It's just all driving. So we're all really good competitors out there. We're giving it our 100%, and we're leaving it all on the line, and that's what I did, and I came out with a 2.
And how are you enjoying Slovakia?
It's been really nice. I mean, it's been really beautiful to check out the different sceneries out there. The people, the hospitality here at the Hoodie Arena especially has been nice. The food's awesome, and we're living it up. I mean, we're not going out partying or anything, but we're here to do what we love to do. We're here for the World Championships, and that's what we're going to do.
And of course, the good news is, you can drink at 18.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker, so it doesn't really matter to me, so.
All the Americans basically, oh, hey. Oh, yeah, cheers, man, thank you. Okay, so we're going past another selection of trophies, and we come into another X-ray area. Let's go and see if we can have a quick word with the man who I think was 3rd overall, which is Mr. Ty Tessmann. Ty, grab a quick word. 3rd in the round, happy?
Yeah, it's a good start. I didn't want to try to push too hard and make a mistake and end up further down, so I just kind of wanted to have a safe run. We did make some changes from the practice, and we're not really sure if it was better overall. It did some things better, some things worse, so we've got to kind of figure that out. But it's a good start and a safe run.
I mean, are you the X-ray guys, you, Martin, and Bruno, running exactly the same setup? Is it like that you find a work, or are you way off from each other?
I think Martin and Bruno are pretty close. Mine's a little bit different, just I think driving style a little bit different, so we have to adjust it for that. But we're pretty close on setup.
How hard can you push on the track, or do you have to drive within yourself not to have a problem?
You definitely have to drive to the car's limits, because it's the track only has so much traction, your car only has so much traction, so you really got to just kind of figure out that line and go as close to it as possible. You can really overdrive and then get yourself into a lot of trouble on this track.
Great stuff, thank you, Ty. So Ty also had a good opening round. This is a cabal of X-ray here, isn't it? So we'll sweep round as we can, and we'll sweep round. Oh, hello, I've lost my cameraman. We'll sweep round to another open area. The pits. Are there other pits upstairs as well? No, just down here. Okay, so there's another hundreds of people all sitting around, including Team Japan, who are far too risky to talk to. The Schumacher people. We have, who else have we got? There's a look around here. Oh, look at this. They're all great number of drivers. Let's speak to a friendly refugee who's not necessarily having a particularly good time. Let's have a quick word with my. Let's talk to my pizza chum. It's Renault Savoia. Oh, Renault. He's doing it up. He's mending it again. So Renault, two-wheel drive electric off-road, not your specialty.
No, I mean, it's only my second world championship in this class, so we try to learn. Every race is an experience, a journey, so yeah.
And the TLR chassis, I mean, it's not the most popular, but is it well suited?
Yeah, it is. We've been progressing every single round so far. Dakota got into the top 7 in the first qualifier, so I think it's good.
I mean, as a man who's used to blasting it in a clutch-driven car, with 3.5 cc's of petrol power, what's it? Electric, not much grip. What's it like the change?
I don't know. I think two-wheel drive is maybe the closest driving style to the nitro cars, but it's for sure a lot of fun to drive.
Thank you, Renault. Have a quick word with Mr. Tebo. Joe, good to see you.
Yeah, man, you too.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for the last time. We were one of the Neos. But anyway, so how's your championship going so far?
Not ideal so far, but it's getting better. So that was my best run I've had. I was getting kind of better in the practice, in the seating, kind of went backwards, seated 22nd. Had a decent first qualifier, was 12th, but the times are all super tight. Like I had 2 kind of bobble laps where I had 37s. So, if I can get up in like that 25 pace range, then, that's kind of in the top 5 area. So I definitely think I'm capable of doing that. Still not driving that good. So there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. So we'll see.
So is it at the point now where you stop fiddling with the car and just start thinking about your preparation, how you drive?
Yeah, I think I'm about at that point where I'm not really messing with anything. So, me and Spencer are on pretty similar setups. He had like one little thing different, so I'm switching that over. And then, yeah, I think, my plan is kind of just to leave the car and just drive a little better. The track's really strange. You can like lose or gain a second, it seems like really, really easily. Just in like one little section, like if you catch the downside just perfect, or even if you like over jump in a couple of spots a little bit, it seems like it's quite a bit faster. And if you come up an inch short, it feels like you lose 7/10 or something, like if there's a car in front of you. When I got close to Hoopo, I could see that. I cased the back double just barely, and it seemed like he gained 5 car lengths on me, and I looked on my lap, and that was one of my 37s, and was like, I landed an inch short. So, you definitely have to drive really, really well. The people that are at the top are just amazing drivers, and, so I got to step my side up a little bit.
Wish you best luck. Thanks to Jared Tebo, the two-wheel drive. I think he's an amazing driver too, but he's being a bit modest on that one. Let's go across to the man who's having quite a good year. And let's see if we have a quick word with young Davide. Takes out his earpods. I feel privileged. Davide, you are surprised. Well, you're people keep telling me you're one of the favourites for this. European champion. It's all, and I'd have thought, okay. So do you think you're a favourite?
No. No, but in the first one, if I didn't make the mistake, maybe I was DQ. But yeah, I try in the next one, so we'll see.
I mean, how different is it driving a two-wheel drive electric car to what we know you for, which is obviously the Nitro IC?
For sure, I think it's not easy, and because you have all traction in the rear, and also it's difficult because we don't test a lot at home, so that's why.
So do you feel you've got a better chance with the four-wheel drive coming up?
I don't know, because if I see in the Euros, with the two-wheel drive, I was faster than the four, so I hope also here, and then we'll see with the four.
So you have to keep winning the wrong championship, because so far this year you've won all the wrong championships, so there's another wrong championship to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Davide. And let's go and have a quick meander down this way to another one of our well-known faces, and we'll have a quick chat with Mr. Ronnefalk. David, we're going to get the camera out of the way. Well, you're in your heat. We never really saw you. Sorry, you weren't on camera. And then you still managed to get sort of a top 10, top 11 overall. Well done, but why are you so unspectacular?
I don't know. I had a slow going in control practice, and this morning I didn't have a good run either, so I was starting from the back in that B heat. Kind of just stayed on the wheels, didn't do anything crazy out there. and it was good enough for a 10th. You know, I felt like there was a few seconds out there, like at least 1 or 2 that I could have gone faster. I had a small bobble on the second lap, but yeah, you know, it was enough for 10th. It wasn't a great run, but it was not a bad run.
It's interesting you say B heat, because actually five of the top 10 were from your heat. So it seems that what's happened is that you're all so close together. Little kind of movements moves you together. So those 2 heats are pretty much even.
Yeah, I mean, there's at least 20 guys, you know, 2, 3 heats, 2.5 heat that can make it into the A main. So it's going to be like that for sure. But, you know, we call it the B sort. So that's why I said the B heat.
So you've got a 10th, but what are you actually going to need to make the main? Is it like, are you going to need 5s and 6s or better than that?
I mean, if I'm going to count this 10, I need, probably 2 top 5s to add to that. But I'm not planning to count this 10. I want to go faster. So we're going to make a few changes to the car now and hopefully go a little faster in the next one.
Fabulous. Thank you, David. Oh, no, you please. Sorry. I'm not sure what that was. But anyway, so, let's meander. Oh, let's have a quick word with Ricardo. How are you doing? Ricardo, we've been watching your car, and I'll be honest with you, it seemed like a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, we were struggling a bit. I think at the end it was not too bad, but yeah, it's hard. I had the problem in the first one, I didn't start, but yeah, let's see what we can do. We keep smiling.
Do you actually do much two-wheel drive electric off-road apart from at these major championships?
Yeah, I practiced a bit before to come here. I think not enough maybe, respect to the others, but yeah, we came here, we will try to do the maximum and see what happens.
Is it all about the four-wheel drive for you?
Yeah, I hope.
Thank you indeed. Let's even just have one final quick word with one of the youngsters, CJ. Quick word. This is CJ Jelly running for Kyosho from the US. CJ, we call it a baptism of fire when you turn up and you start doing electric two-wheel drive at a world championship. How has it gone so far?
It hasn't been the greatest because of just my driving, not really used to this loose track stuff, but I picked it up in the last round, had 2 mistakes on the first 2 laps, but drove really good after that. So I know I have the speed now, just go out there and have less mistakes for sure.
So at this point now, you've stopped touching